Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on TikTok and YouTube at The Real Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. Original record date is Wednesday, April the 11th, 2022. And it is sometime in the afternoon, approximately, as it's originally airing. Okay. But either way, welcome. Okay. Now, this is a little mini, I want to say under 8, 9 minutes or 10 minutes, discussions about why do karmic individuals allow divine counterparts to cheat or to like mess with the counterpart even if they're not together. Like, why do they have the energy of allowing like this kind of a dark harlequin energy, this Bonnie and Clyde, where they don't really care what the person does, they'll let them go flirt here, flirt there, have sex. And especially when it comes to the divine, why do they allow that? Why would they even allow them to engage? What do they really get from that? Okay. So, what I'm starting to see and gather about it is, first and foremost, it caters to the shadow and the lust and ego of the person that they're dealing with. So, it's going to help them to stay stuck to them. They're catering to their addictions, they're catering to their, toxic ways. So that other person don't feel the need to have to stop doing things or change. So that's a part of it. Okay. It's an attempt to hang on to them. The other thing about it is to feed, because karmics are empty. So if they know that someone has a twin, they will agree and say, hey, you could lie to her, hey, or him. You can go there. You can pretend to be sorry. You could flirt. You can have FaceTime. You could do all these things as long as you come home at a certain hour, as long as you always come back to me, as long as you give me the money, all these things, because they are empty individuals. So they're trying to hang on to that person. They're empty and they're trying to feed. Because if the counterpart goes to their counterpart, and let's say that they have sex or they have an exchange, they get fed. And then they take that energy back to the karmic. Okay. They get fed, they're happy. They take all of that energy that they've received and to go co-create and manifest with the karmic. So now the person is happy, they're inspired, they're feeling fueled up and fed, and they get to still go back and dilly dally and do fuck shit with the karmics. This is why they allow it. Okay. I know this is a lot of information, but from what my resonance and my guides have been giving me is that it's because of what they get from it. It ain't because they're so cool and they're so, you know, um, hip or understanding, or that they're so in love, even, because love has nothing to do with it. It's codependency. It's the feeding of energy, because if you're dealing with a divine being, you're going to be getting fed something. So this is why they, first and foremost, karmics try to hide. They usually try to hide their reveal or who they really are. And they may know about the divine counterpart, but the divine may not know fully about them. So they'll tell a masculine, if that's the case, they'll be like, okay, you can call her and, be like, hey, how you doing? And say, I'm sorry. And, you can do this and that, but as long as you're loyal to me, as long as you come back to me, as long as you bring me the money or whatever the situation is. And then, you know, and then they'll tell them, but you have to like break their heart. You have to do this and that to prove your loyalty to me. So you can go in, you can pretend this and this and that. Get what you want, get what you need, scratch your balls, whatever. Get your ego fluffed up, get that feed from divine feminine, right? And then come back to me so we can create, because they're empty. And when a divine is not in alignment, they're empty as well. Okay. So if you're asking yourself the question, if you're on a divine path, why the hell? why the hell do these karmic individuals allow it? Why do they settle? Why do they allow these, divine masculines to play with other women? Why do they agree to polygamy? Because they're trying to hold on to connection. They're trying to feed. And if they allow the masculines to go feed off of other women, to go feed off of other divine beings, then they get to benefit the creation with that. Okay, they get to exploit it, they get to hold on to the masculine, and they get all of that creative energy. The masculine goes back and he pours in all that good energy that he receives from these divine women into these karmics. Okay, and you can switch the gender roles if you will, to make it fit. But this is why I'm letting you all know, divine beings, divine feminines, okay? Stop feeding people. I don't care if it is your counterpart. Stop feeding them. Stop entertaining them, okay? Release them entirely, even though they play the games. Stop feeding them. If you know that they're not right, shut it off, okay? Because all they're doing is feeding, and you're attaching yourself to their karma and their low vibration. It's going to piss you off, and then they're going to still go and try to do more fuck shit with other karmics, okay? If you're discerning that they're not right and they're still lying to you, they're still lonely and lusty energy, they haven't acknowledged anything, don't play with these people, okay? As for me, I'm done. So I just want to make it known and clear. Like, hey, all the karmics can have the original DM, okay? That was mine. So, have fun with how life is going to be for y'all, okay? That's what I'm going to say on that. Because I'm done. So if whoever my divine masculine to the second power is, or whatever divine being that may be coming in for me, you ain't got to worry about that, okay? I'm over it, okay? He's got some stuff coming to him that he is not prepared to receive, and that's because he has violated too much. But just want it out there, like, I'm okay. So if somebody's sitting back like, is she still? No, I'm done. I'm good. I'm good. It's been done. Ancestors have finalized things, okay? So to my compadres, divine feminines like myself, that's resonating with the similar path that I usually read for, okay? I know it takes a while, and this journey is a tough one, and it's kind of deep, but this is a journey that has to be fully honored and embraced. And there is a cap off, okay? There is a point of no return, because you're supposed to be able to fulfill your mission. If your counterpart is hell-bent on hurting you and working against you with karmic individuals, they have to go down with the karmics, because the divine and your guides and ancestors aren't going to have that. It's like, you don't have to be with this person, but we're not going to let you take them down because you want to be a dizzy karmic. So you're going to suffer your judgment, and you're going to be blocked and removed, okay? And I know it hurts, but you heal, and the universe and your guides and source helps you to co-create other high-level connections that are not still running off a program designed to try to sabotage you. My counterpart, and with many of his karmics, was obsessed with me. They wanted to be like me, sound like me, walk like me, talk like me, okay? It was weird. And so they're all going to get their lot, essentially, for all the shit that they have done. And so just stop feeding them. Divine feminine, or if you're a divine masculine, stop feeding karmic energies, because it's never going to serve you. It's going to keep you stuck, frustrated, and they're going to give your beautiful energy to motherfuckers that are working against you, okay? They don't deserve that. Pour into people who are truly worthy and deserving, meaning honorable towards you. Love and light. Namaste.